All right, people. Yeah, if you can read this, everything is it's true. It's true. It's damn true. Takk McKinley trade rumors are circling around the league. Um, quite frankly, man, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think anyone should be surprised about any of this. To be honest, man, this is something that we've stated over and over again that should happen and we expect to happen as far as Takk McKinley is concerned, man. Um, the guy, for me personally, he just doesn't need to be here. I'm just going to be honest, man. Just from my standpoint, I just don't think he needs to be here. I think he's a quitter. He's a loser. He's a man that doesn't hold his word. And for me, man, like if you're not a man of your word, you say you're gonna do something and you don't do it, can't respect you. Like you lost all respect of that nature. For me, man. And Takk, if you guys don't know what I'm referring to, is what was this last season? This past season, Takk pretty much stated that if he doesn't get 10 sacks, he's gonna cut his dreads, and them damn dreads are still on his head, and he's still nursing injuries again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what did this guy good for? He's not a man of his word. He can't get a damn sack. He can't stay healthy. At this point, man, you living on potential and highlights and stuff, and the highlights are few and far in between. So like, why should we keep Takk around? K-Styles, man, what do you think about this, man? Because we was watching some film on him last night after the show, man, and you saw the half-ass effort. But we definitely going to get to that. If you guys haven't already, check out the Mad Mike membership. We're gonna debut. We're gonna put out some film breakdown, some film study. It's only $1.99, $5.99, and $9.99. All right, you guys just become a member of the Mad Mike membership, and you get exclusive film breakdowns from all of the crew. We will have that for you guys. All you got to do is be a member of the Mad Mike membership to get all of the film breakdowns. We're definitely going to, for those that aren't a member of the Mad Mike membership, you will have access to some of them, but not all. But yeah, man, what do you think about that, K-Styles?
But before I do that, I'm gonna give my couple shout outs.
Yes, sir.
PA, William Amy, Tev. I ain't gonna say all of it. We're just gonna call you Tev. And Ezekiel King. Appreciate y'all joining us this lunchtime. This is some lunchtime tea right here. I mean, like you said, Mike, that film I saw last night, and that was just one play. Man, that shit turned my stomach. Bruh, if I needed some diarrhea, I just need to watch that footage right there. Cause like I said, I don't see the effort. And like I said, every week it's the same thing. It's hurt.
Wow.
No effort.
Go ahead.
Then like I said, the only highlight that I got from him this last Lions game was him talking shit to Adrian Peterson after pushing him out of bounds and thinking that he got the game-winning sack or something. It's like the potential. Like I said, you're in the league long enough to where potential does not matter anymore. It's production. Like you can get that. Like I said, once you hit about year 2, year 3, that potential tag is gone.
Yeah,
you either produce or you out. So, and like I said, Richard Jr. says he said, what is he worth? Right now, he's worth some flaming hot Cheetos and a Popeye's chicken sandwich. That you add the honey to
it. Hey, man. I just wouldn't get me a Subway, man. I just wouldn't get me a foot long sub sandwich. I'll take a fucking sub sandwich. Hey, man. This is actually some news also. If I could get this clip on, but Takk erased everything Falcons related from his Instagram. If you guys go to Instagram, Takk has erased everything. Everything is gone from his Instagram. So the rumors out there, it seems as though, I'm not going to say this is, etched in stone and it's concrete and anything can happen at this time. We saw the exact same thing with Devontae Freeman when the rumors were circulating that the Falcons would release him. He did the exact same thing. He deleted everything. And I'm just going to be honest, man. I'm glad to get this damn punk away from this freaking team. Let's do this soft, man. We need a culture change. We keep saying this over and over again. This team needs a culture change and get the biggest bitch off this team. And Takk is clearly that. He's the biggest biatch of them all. This team is soft. He is completely soft. A guy that doesn't hold his word. A guy that quit on his teammates first and foremost. The team that he goes to next, they're gonna look at this guy's side eye. They're gonna look at his past tweets. They're gonna look at his effort on the field. They're gonna look at what he's saying. It's week 4, and this dude's already planning his escape. Bro, it's week 4 of the season, and you already are planning your escape. You quit on your team. These guys out here getting blown up because of you. These are supposed to be your brothers, your teammates, and you quit on them. I don't want this dude anywhere near this team. I don't care if we win another game. This right here was a win for the Falcons. They find a way to get rid of Takk. This is a win. We already are a better team getting rid of Takk. Why? Because one, he's often injured. What's the point of having a guy with potential that is often injured? And 2, he just doesn't want to be here. He doesn't care about anything but himself. Takk is a selfish son of a gun. And it's clear as day. It's clear as day for me, man. Like, this dude is soft, man. And I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad he's gone, man. I'm glad he will be gone. It seems as though he will be gone. All right. He's not gone yet. But like I said, he's erased everything from his Instagram account, man. And look, man, it is what it is. What you got?
Like I said, some people could say it's coaching, is all that, but at the end of the day, like I said, you have to have the will to get better. And it seemed like after that first year, he was hurt. We gave him the excuse. Second year, he went up a little bit, and it seemed after that it was stagnant. It didn't get no better. It got worse. And you could look at the body language on the sideline. He's away from his teammates. He's not firing nobody up. He's trying to fire himself up, but he ain't firing no teammates up. Hell, like I said, that one play we saw last night. If I was Alabama, I'd slap the shit out of him for that.
Yes.
Because how do you double stunt and Takk don't go hard on the play, and I get ate up by 2 offensive line, and I get thrown to the sideline?
All because the Takk didn't give his all on that play. And these are the things that we're talking about. When you got players half-assing on the field, it really sits bad with his teammates because we saw the play. Like I said, this is something that we're going to debut. Again, you guys just check out the Mad Mike membership, man. We're going to have exclusive film breakdown on certain plays and certain players that we're going to, like I said, we're going to have some film breakdowns that's for everybody. But if you want the complete set of film breakdown, you have to join the Mad Mike membership, man. $199, $199, $599, $999. All right, that's all it takes. Just take one of them. All right, doesn't matter. Just get one of them. All right. But when it comes down to it, man, I can't respect the man who doesn't try his all, man. Doesn't give his all, man. Like that dude is soft. He's weak. He only cares about himself, and a lot of people make a lot of freaking excuses about, oh, he's mentally, he's going through a lot. He has, depression. Look, I know plenty of people who suffer from depression and these issues, and they still got more heart than this. They still get up every single day and try to fight. Every single day, trying to fight and make it, make their life better. Takk just quit. He quit. I don't want to hear those excuses about he's depressed and he lost his grandmother. Look, I lost my grandmother too. Everybody lost somebody. That ain't an excuse for me. That right there is a weak ass excuse. To say he depressed, to say he lost his grandmother and he loved it. Look, that man soft is that dude cupcakes, man. That dude a freaking cupcake. That's what he is, man. Put it up. Put it up. Put it up, Sal. Put it up.
Cupcake.
That dude cupcake, man. That dude cupcake, man. That dude soft and sweet as sugar, man. Come on, man.
Strawberry shortcake ass motherfucker.
What is his worth? Richard Jr. said, "What is his worth, man?" I'm going to be honest, man. I really don't care what his worth is. I just want him gone, man. Like I said, give me a damn sub sandwich, a Subway sandwich, cold cut tuna. It don't matter. Give me one of them. I want him gone, dog. I want him gone. Give me a 7th, a 6th, a 5th, a 4th, whatever you can give me for Takk. Get him away from this team. We don't need quitters on this team, bro. I don't want quitters nowhere near me, bro. I don't want you, please be gone. Please be gone. What is his worth to you?
Well, I think the best you can get out of him is maybe a 4th rounder, because other teams are going to still look at that potential that he has, but it's just about that time. I mean, he hasn't shown us anything. Like you said, Charles, like I said, when you say you got Jeff Ober said he loves Charles Harris, you got to put that boy on the field as much as possible. If Takk don't want to show it, he's not going to be on the field. And like I said, what he doesn't realize is he's costing himself millions, because this is the final year of his deal regardless. So he's going into free agency after this year. Either he get traded or not. And like I said, that play we saw, a lot of them teams going to look at that particular play, and they're going to look at the history of his plays where, okay, you look at him. He's a bull rusher. What else do you have? You don't have a counter move, no club chop, no swim, no dip.
He don't.
And that shit is crazy. But that's all I say on that one.
There's a change coming to Atlanta Falcons next year. I feel sorry for Julio Jones, Matt Ryan, Calvin Ridley. They deserve better, a better coaching staff, man. William Amy. Yeah. I do feel sorry for these guys, in a way, but only one way, man. The coaches just let them down, man. But this again, I've said this before. This definitely can be salvaged. This team is loaded with talent on both sides of the ball, but at this point, you just have to kind of get some players on the defensive side, shore up some things. On the front with the front four, to be honest. I still like with Dante Fowler brains. And again, we're going to give you guys the film breakdown, Takk versus Dante Fowler Jr., just the effort. Again, man, I'm one of those guys. I look for effort. Anybody can break down and play and say, this guy's in the right position, he's not in the right position. Anybody can do that type of film, but I'm the type of person, I like guys to just play hard and go hard. And when you look at Dante Fowler Jr., man, I know a lot of people are kind of upset as far as his sacks numbers concerned. He got 1 sack on the year, but when you look at the dude and his body of work, him playing the run, he reminds, and I think you said that K-Style, he's basically Jadeveon Clowney. Jadeveon Clowney is a very good defensive end, but when you looking at big sack numbers, you looking for him to just be a sack guy, that's not his game. He's one of those, bring your lunch pail to work and work hard. Like that's the type of defensive end that he is. And when you have a guy that Takk, who's supposed to be the pass rush specialist out of the defensive end, and this is the thing that a lot of people don't realize. It's like when you look at Denver Broncos when they had Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware, like DeMarcus Ware was the guy, he was the dirty guy. He was doing all the dirty work. Von Miller, all he had to do was just focus on getting to the quarterback. That's what you look for. You got to have variety in your defensive line. Like Grady Jarrett is the guy to get after the quarterback, and Tyler Davis is the one who stopped the run and do all the dirty work, get all the double teams. And that's what Dante Fowler's is for the Atlanta Falcons. They didn't bring him to be a sack guy. Of course, you want sacks from your guys, but that's not why they brought him there. And this is one of the issues that I say that when you see the Falcons defensive line struggling, it's because Takk isn't doing his job. Takk isn't available. He's supposed to be the sack guy. So when you don't have the sack guy on the field, Dante Fowler, his production goes down because that's not necessarily his game. So like this is the thing, man. Everybody got to work together, and you don't have, these players not doing their damn job. It makes everybody else look much worse than what they actually are. So the coaching and the players, man, these guys are just not this. A lot of these players just not doing their job, man.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Yeah, I've said, like I said before. It doesn't, like I said, sacks is a combination of team effort. Like I said, if one guy's getting 10 sacks, it's because another guy on the defensive line is occupying guys.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you look at outside of Dante Fowler, like I said, if Takk is not giving you the effort, you still got John Cominsky learning how to play defensive end. He's giving you the effort, but he's still learning that position. Like I said, Steven Means is inconsistent. Charles Harris, they just not putting him on the field as much. And like I said, if you got Grady and Dante Fowler on the same side, they gonna move that offensive line straight to that side. So with Takk not giving it all 100, because like I said, even if you don't get the sack, you have to give it all. You got to have another pass rush move outside of bull rushing, because that's why he's getting hurt all the time, because he's trying to overpower guys that about 60, 70 pounds heavier than him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like I said, the heart is not there. It's like a dog that doesn't obey his master. Eventually, you have to put the dog to the pound. It keep causing trouble. Shit, by what you told me about Takk getting rid of all his Atlanta Falcons stuff off his Instagram, shit. Hey, that's a telltale sign, and especially in sports.
Oh, yeah.
Any sport. That tells you a lot.
Mm-hmm. That tells you everything that you need to know. It's like this dude didn't even hesitate. That dude didn't even wait. We got a whole game on Thursday, and that dude already, even before the game, so you already know where his mind is at. His mind is at soon as he is moved, be prepared for a tweet to come out and say, I ain't like that damn city. I ain't Richmond Cake. That dude gonna come out running his mouth about everything. That dude is a sucker, man. He's a sucker. Dude is straight sucker, man. And everybody talk about, oh, I like him because he plays with heart. He plays with so much emotion. He dances. He does all this crazy stuff on the field. Like, that dude is soft, man. That dude care much more about dancing celebrating after plays, after one play. He made one play, and we talking about emotion and heart and all this stuff. Look, man, everybody can say what they want about Vic Beasley, man. Whether or not he quit on the team, he quit on the team. All right. Standing in the tunnel before the game was over and whatnot. He did that. Of course he did that. But everybody point the finger at Vic Beasley for doing that. But when you got a guy in Takk McKinley, he's been doing this. This dude been alluding to being traded since last year. He wants no part of this team. This ain't new from Takk. He's been doing stuff like this. Putting cowboy signs on his on Twitter account. Cowboy signs. They like him alluding that he wants to go to Dallas. This dude been doing this type of stuff. And now all of a sudden, like I said before, like everybody want to point the finger, and say what Vic Beasley wasn't, but I never had to worry about Vic Beasley not getting the sack or showing some effort on the field. Whether or not, he always got to the quarterback, like that's debatable. You know what I'm saying? Like that's debatable, but I never had to worry about, Vic Beasley just standing on, like this dude literally just stood there on the play and allowed Matthew Stafford, just any quarterback in the league, especially a quarterback like Matthew Stafford, man, all he needs is a split second to get that ball where he wants to. That's it. That's all he needs. Just like that. Just like that. That's all he needs. And Takk half-ass on a stunt. Anybody that knows anything about football that knows if your defensive end is lollygagging on a stunt, that defensive tackle gonna get blown up. Because he's waiting for you to come around so he can use his power to get through the offensive line. Mm-hmm. And the offensive linemen, what they're basically doing is just waiting and looking and seeing, because they don't know who is coming where and where they're coming from. So they just waiting. So if your defensive ends aren't coming hard around the edges, your defensive tackle gonna get blown up, and that's what we saw at Allen Bailey. Allen Bailey got that man got WWE slam. You know what I'm saying? That dude got smoked.
The big boss man slam. Say the big boss man slam.
All because of Takk. That man got smoked, dog.
Yeah, but like I said, I was all like you said, you like Vic Beasley. Like I was critical of Vic Beasley too, but my only problem with him more so it wasn't that he didn't give 100%. He couldn't finish. That was his problem.
That's it. A lack of moves. You go back. That's what Chuck Smith. When I had Chuck Smith on the show, he said that man, you gotta have a plan. You gotta have more than one move, and that's what he teaches young defensive players in high school and college now. Like he teaches these guys how to develop more moves and have a plan. Like you can't be a defensive lineman and in high school, college, or the pros, especially not the pros, that you don't have more than one pass rush or a pass rushing plan, you're gonna get smoked, man. You're gonna get smoked. You guys can check that video out also. I got Big Chuck Smith where he goes into saying this about Vic Beasley and Takk, and he went in on Dan Quinn. He's like, Dan Quinn is not teaching these guys right. So you guys can check that video out, that interview out, what we have with Chuck Smith, man. So look, man, we're trying to give you guys nothing but game. This is the reason why we have these former players on the show, man, because we're trying to give you guys nothing but the truth and the facts. The hell with what everybody else, these writers are saying. They're not going to give you the truth and the facts, man. They're going to half-ass and they're going to tell you, oh, we can trade away Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, and they won't tell you anything about the salary cap. Like, they're going to half-ass give you everything. We're going to give you nothing but the truth, man. The truth and the facts and the thing that you need to know.
Yeah, we see that. I seen a couple of them articles that they wrote and stuff like that. Yeah, it's bad. Like I said, when you don't tell the whole truth. Yeah, Chuck. Like you said, Chuck Smith said it best. Like you said, if you don't plan out your pass rush moves three steps ahead, you're not gonna get ahead. You're not gonna win your matchup. Cause if you gonna speed rush one play, use the spin move the next play. See, now you're keeping them offensive linemen uncomfortable. They don't know what you want to do, but if they know exactly what you're doing, each play is like, oh, he gonna bull rush. I'm just stand still.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody watch the Karate Kid and Woo side his ass to the ground. So that's why I say you need 2 to 3 moves. If you're gonna bull rush, you need a go-to. Like I said, if your jump point, like we talk about Aaron Donald. You know why Aaron Donald's the most dominant defensive tackle? Because he has that jump rip move that he got from Robert Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, every defensive lineman has to have a go-to pass rush move. That just like we say in basketball, every post player has to have a go-to move.
Yeah, because that pull up jump don't work all the time, man. They tendencies, man. You gotta have something to go to, man, outside of your that main move. And
exactly.
I don't even know how to, man. Y'all got some weird ass name. What the fuck is it say? Fruitopia? What the fuck that say?
Let me see.
We need to draft a free safety and strong safety.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Now, if you talk about as far as for depth, yeah. But as far as starting, no, I wouldn't. Because the way Keanu Neal playing right now, they could put a proof it to me deal on him.
Yeah.
Like you said, we just know that his strength is not in coverage.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's more of like he's more of like a 46 box safety. And that's kind of where his strength is either that or like a linebacker. But as far as for starters, like I said, you have to remember, you still got Jalen Hawkins back there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Jalen Hawkins ain't played much, but for what I've seen from him, like I said, he definitely would be an upgrade over DeMonte KZ.
Oh yeah. I can definitely see that.
Like I said, they'll probably keep Rico Allen for at least another year because they need somebody to kind of teach him the ropes.
Yeah.
And like I said, that'd be good for him. But Hawkins, to me, is going to be the factor in how they deal with that safety position. Because as we see from KZ, yeah, he led the league in interceptions one year and damn near led it again the next year. Mm-hmm. But the problem was once he started getting that full-time playing time at that free safety, you kind of noticed that, and I think we said it last night on the show, that basically he don't know what the hell he's doing. He's out there trying to freestyle. Free safety, I remember that freestyle like that and was effective with Troy Polamalu.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He is not a Troy Polamalu.
He doesn't have that speed. He doesn't have that quickness, man. You got to have that speed and quickness, man, and able to in order to freestyle. Like Ed Reed was another guy that just had incredible range and speed and agility. Like, yeah, KZ wants to do that type of stuff, but you got to have that speed, man. That's something that KZ, he's not a real fast guy. Runs about a 4.5. That's okay for a safety, but that's still too slow. Got to be in the 4.3, 4.4 range if you want to freestyle, to be able to freestyle in this current NFL, because these guys are getting faster and faster on offensive side of the ball. So, do I think the Falcons should draft a safety? I do, but I don't necessarily see one right now that screams with the 4th pick, 5th pick, or top 10 pick that you should take at this current time. I don't see anyone right now. And you can easily, there's a deep draft as far as safety is concerned coming out of college. I just don't see a lot of people. I just don't see anyone in college that's worthy of those a top 10 pick. I believe like we said, what I've seen from Keanu Neal this season, last couple of games, he's been all over the place. He looks quick, he looks confident, and he's knocking people out. Like he's hitting people hard. He's back to doing what Keanu do. He loves physicality. He loves to hit people, and he's hitting tight ends. He hitting receivers. Like receivers are like ducking. Running backs are ducking now. like that's Keanu, man. So I bring him back on a prove it deal, because you're gonna need that physicality. Of course, you got your boy Jalen Hawkins. I think he is a pretty good prospect in itself. He just needs playing time, man. It's like you don't know what these guys can be. Like don't go out and spend unless these guys are old world safeties. I wouldn't necessarily go out with a top pick. What we have, if it's not a front four guy, I'm not spending that. I'm not using that draft pick for a safety at this point. Not one that I've seen so far. And I don't really see one that's out there that's like that's in the category of a Derwin James or Ed Reed or those type of guys. I just don't see a safety like that right now. And even you look at Isaiah Simmons. Isaiah Simmons was supposed to be all-world safety, and you look at him now, like he's struggling. Like he's struggling in Arizona. Yeah, he's gotten playing time. He got his pick, but before that, these couple of games, like he's been struggling. So this guy that safety got to be the next Ed Reed, the next Sean Taylor for me to take him at a top 10 pick. I just don't see one like that.
Yeah, like I said, kind of going off what Desmond Kappa was saying. Like I said, that's why I was saying more so. If you looked at last season where the kind of defense kind of turned it around, the biggest difference was they had Ricardo Allen at strong safety.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get that communication to that front seven a lot quicker.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we know Neal can't really cover like that. But as far as like being like a bit, like pretty much like a nickel linebacker that can kind of sub it out for Dion every now and then and throw a different look. Like I said, that's what Keanu Neal will be more valuable at. It's kind of like that bit nickel, or you say that small nickel linebacker. But I definitely, like I said, just for 1 year, I'd probably definitely move Ricardo Allen to strong safety and let Jalen Hawkins run the free. And like you said, I don't really outside of LeCount out of Georgia, I don't really see a safety out there that's really screaming.
Yeah. That's my point. Like LeCount is the only one that I see personally that really screams. All right, at least the second round. Like for me personally, I haven't. Like I said, I don't start the draft, the scouting process, the film breakdown as far as college players are concerned until like week 8. After week 8, that's when I start looking at guys because I kind of get a feel for what the Falcons need, where they want to go, their weaknesses. Kind of look at the rumors as far as head coaches are concerned. I think that's what I'll do. I even until I hear rumors about the particular coaches that the Falcons are meeting with or they want to meet with, I'm not starting this draft process. I'm not starting the scouting process until I know for sure that they hire a GM. We kind of get an idea of what the GM is, his strength is, that they bring in a GM that is known for building an offense that I know for a fact that the Falcons are looking to rebuild, and Matt Ryan is pretty much on his last leg. Him and Julio will be gone shortly. They bring in the defensive-minded GM. We know for sure that these guys are not trying to rebuild at any given time. So this is the reason why I always say, man, like we got to stop with these rumors until we know for sure that the Falcons trade Takk. We know for sure that they bring in a GM that is either offense or defense. It's all speculation. I don't like doing speculation. I want to know for sure. I want to know for certain and give you guys the evidence. I don't give a damn about any of that. I don't give a damn about rumors, unfounded rumors, and I want Trevor Lawrence. I mean, you just saw today. This is the reason why I've been saying this. Like, bro, let's hold off on this Trevor Lawrence. Like, this dude, it's already rumors circulating that he don't want to play for the Jets, and he's thinking about staying in college because he don't want to play for the Jets. This is already, like, this is starting to come out right now. And everybody talk about tanking for Trevor. This dude don't want, like, who to say the Falcons are going to be able to do that? Who to say the Falcons want to trade up to get a Trevor Lawrence if they don't get the number 1 pick? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, like, let's calm down with all that, bro.
Yeah, good. And at the end of the day, like what Devon Stanford said, like I said, a strong defensive line can overcome a weak secondary.
Yes,
that's where the defense starts. If you, like I say, you can run whatever scheme you want defensively, 3-4-4-3, 4-2-5, 3-3-5, whatever. But if your if your defensive line can dominate and get consistent pressure, man, you could have Jason Webster and Chris Owens back there playing corner.
I mean, you seeing that in Tampa. Their corners ain't great. They okay, but they get so much pressure on the quarterback. It's like, look, they can take chances. Like, they can sit on routes because they know they're gonna get pressure. That's a prime example. Antoine Winfield, he's a pretty good safety, but those corners are okay, average at best.
Exactly. But let's see what else. he said, well, hold on. We got Desmond Campbell saying he said nobody's going to trade for Takk knowing he's about to be a free agent. Shit. Somebody be desperate enough to take him.
I mean, if you can trade for Everson Griffin, man, Everson Griffin, like, Everson doesn't blow me away. I'm not going to say that Takk. Like, let's get it right. Let's get it straight. And this is why I say I'm giving you guys the truth, whether you like it or not. I never said that Takk is garbage. I said Takk is soft. He's weak. You can't count on him. And he's always injured. Why do we need a guy that is soft mentally, soft physically? And I know people, just because, look, your boy Dante Fowler is nursing an ankle injury, and he's out there on the field. Your boy Julio got a hamstring injury, and he's out there battling out. This dude, and I'm not saying that I've had a groin injury, and it does take time to get a groin together. But this dude is half-assing on the field. Like, I've seen the film. This dude half-assing. He's not even trying. So right now, this is not even about – he's not injured. He's not injured. Injured players miss games. So he's well enough right now to play. He was on the field. So if you're on the field, I don't want to hear anything about, I'm injured. No, your ass is you fine. You perfect. You good. Everybody in the NFL right now, nobody's healthy in the NFL. Everybody got something, has a nagging injury. So, like, man, you just got to stop with this slander as far as Dante Fowler is concerned, man. It's like, man, there's so many small details in being a defensive lineman. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody keep talking about sacks and sacks and sacks. Yeah, that's cool, but you saw what he did to AP, man. That man blew up AP, and he's been doing that. He's been doing that all year long. That's what Dante Fowler does.
But yeah, like I said, I could see, like I said, Cowboys, Vikings. Like I said, Vikings just traded Yannick. Like I said, right, and then like I said, it's right now it's showing that Carlos Dunlap from the Bengals might potentially get traded to the Seahawks. So it's a fire sale for defensive linemen right now. So he got some value. It might not be the value you want.
And somebody might, like I said, Takk wants money. He wants to be paid. It's a damn fool out there. I mean, Mike Glennon can get a damn $34 million contract. Why Takk can't? Like, Mike Glennon is garbage. That dude's straight duty. He got a big contract. So don't tell me that Takk can't get a contract.
All right. Yeah, I just don't need to hear him crying about him not getting his money like how Vic Beasley thought he was going to get money. Like, bro, you ain't got nothing on film to show that you worth the big bucks. Like we said, NFL is a what have you done for me lately league.
Mm-hmm.
Every sack you get is probably about $1 million that you can make later on. But we look at, like you said, we look at the sack numbers, but like I said, you have to look at the other stuff that's involved with it. Is how do you set other guys up to make an impact? Because if you get the big sack numbers, like I said, you can bring all that attention to you, and you can help other players get sacks. You can help other players make plays. But if nobody's really paying you no attention on the offensive line, they're just looking at you like, okay, I know what he's gonna do. I got him personally, and you can't beat your man like that. You're not gonna get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, every team has at least 7, 8 defensive linemen that they rotate. But in order for you to get that playing time like that and to get that money, you have to be a special person to stand out on that team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, bro. You ain't getting no money like that.
Mm-hmm. And I love this quote by Dad Capel. Your best ability is
your availability.
That right there, like you can't make plays if you're not on, if you're not playing. How you gonna make plays? How you gonna get sack numbers? This dude is never available for the Falcons. There's always something wrong with that. It's always something. Always something wrong with this guy. Why do I want a guy like that just looks good? I don't care about looking good. I want them big fat hog mogglers in front. That's hungry. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I want them guys that's hungry, ready to eat your ass alive. Like that's what I want. I want somebody with some passion. I want somebody that just wants to go out and punch and punish their opponent. That's what we need. It's all about mentality, man. Mm-hmm. We had Ove McKinley on the show. That man said this, man, when he played with the Baltimore Ravens, man, he said this himself. He's like, look, man, our practice were more like games than the game were. We was knocking each other out. We was going hard at each other during practice. And when the game came, it was easy. It was easy for them. They were used to knocking people out or getting knocked out. So that was cool. You know what I'm saying? It was cool with that. So, like, if you're not, like I said, man, if you're not available, what can we do? Like, why do you want people around that just not available for it? I'm like, that's all cosmetic for me, man. I'm not a cosmetic guy. Y'all can have all that pretty shit. I want these big fat ass Vince Wilforks and Grady Jackson. That's what the fuck I want. I want them big fat motherfuckers. You can't move out the way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want.
Exactly. Well, you need people moving. You need to be moving some people out here. And like I said, Willis said it. He said the only sacks that Takk get are paper or plastic. Yeah, he said the nice one. I said the only sack that he'll get is a 3.5. Now hold on. Let me show you some. Hold on, I got something I'm got brewing right here. Let me show you something. Now, what? Like I said, this is what Grady Jarrett needs on the side of him if I can get it to load up. Mm-hmm. But hold on, wait a minute. I got it right here. If it'll pop up. Look like it ain't popping up right now. I'm gonna get it later, but yeah. Yeah, you need some ham eating guys up there. You need some. That's it. You want somebody that be at the Thanksgiving dinner table with you. Cause you know he finna eat. And somebody said Fletcher Cox. AJ Evans said Fletcher Cox is old as hell. Yeah. Ain't nothing there. God damn it.
Is Takk getting traded? These are Asia, these are rumors. Takk is on his last he's on the Falcons declined his option. So he will be a free agent. I have to look at the rules as far as that's concerned. If the Falcons were able to trade him, can another team? And that's something that I'm going to look into. I got to kind of make some call to some of my guys, contract guys. But the Falcons declined his option. I'm not exactly sure. And this is something that I want to kind of give you guys more details on. And what I'll do, you may not hear from me, but we got the ATL Sports Zone tonight. You guys check that out, 8:00. Check those guys out, man. We're gonna look for the details or as far as Takk's contract is concerned. The Falcons declined his 5th-year option. I need to confirm whether or not if he were traded to another team, can that team pick up that option? I'm not exactly sure as far as that concerned. So if you guys have any information on that, you're more than welcome to kind of leave it in the comment section. But if you don't know, I will definitely have that for you guys tonight. All you have to do is just check into ATL and Sports Zone with your boy Big Low and Terror Artist 404. All right, so that's that right there. That right there is interesting.
Hey, Mike, I found it. Now you remember how big Warren Sapp was, right?
Yeah.
Look who we got there. Big Ted Washington. Do you see how big that dude is?
You see
That's what we
about?
need.
Hey,
that's what we need right there.
That's a store. That right there is a month. Yeah, come on, man. No, I was scared of that big dude. I was scared of him. And Warren Sapp is no big dude. He about 300 himself. Nah, I'm good on that. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what you need, man. You can't move that big dude.
Exactly. He ain't gonna get, like I said, he ain't gonna give you the pass rush like you want to, but if he take 2 blockers, that's all you need.
Hey, man. I can look. My imagination won't allow me to move that big dude. I can't even imagine moving this dude. Just look at him. You know what I'm saying? That dude is money.
Exactly.
He gonna
Big Ted. They didn't call him Big Ted Washington for no reason. The motherfucker was 6'5", 375 pounds.
Yo, boy, dude, I'm good on that. Hey, you can have my gold bread. You can have all that shit, man.
Exactly. But let's see what the people talking about here. Seeing okay, I like this one right here by Steven Ramsey. Basically saying I'll give Kaminsky more playing time. And then you know what players are for depth and what players are for the trash pile. We've seen a couple of them already.
Hey, man, Takk been in that motherfucker. He lives in the trash pile. As far as I'm concerned, don't even wash him, pick him up, just leave his ass in the trash.
Somebody said, "Okay, here."
What about Deedus and Not? Yeah, Deedus and Not. I think that's another guy too, man.
Yeah, he doesn't really stand. Like I said, I like Sanat coming out of college, but the thing is, he doesn't really stand out because he's basically Grady Jarrett without the first step, so he doesn't really stand out. Like I could definitely see him kind of on the trading block too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Deidre Sanat is over he's usually at the buffet behind the bench, smacking on the box and shit.
Waiting to get into the game. If we can
Yeah,
get on the
man.
rock.
Yeah. Yeah. William Amy said, "What happened to Jordan Miller?" That's what I'm wondering. I think his problem with Jordan Miller is Jordan Miller doesn't really have ball skills like that. Like he's a trash talker, but as far as his skill go, he doesn't really. I guess he doesn't really impress this defensive staff. Yeah, but and plus you have to think you got AJ Terrell. They still high on Isaiah Oliver. You got Bleedy Ray Wilson. It's kind of hard for him to get on the field.
Mm-hmm. Denard is still so like
Yeah.
at this point, I think it's more and I'm not saying that Jordan Miller is a bust. It goes back to what I've said before, and I continue to say this. The Falcons staff in its entirety, these guys created a culture of guys that they like, who they want to represent and who they want on the field. And that's all good and all, but if you're not giving these guys a chance to showcase their talent, like what's the freaking point of drafting Quadri? What's the freaking point of drafting Sanat, Jordan Miller? Like all these guys ain't even getting snaps on special teams, bro. Every week these guys inactive. We're just wasting picks. Exactly. This stupid, incompetent ass front office and coaching staff. It's like, what the hell are we drafting guys for if they don't even get on the damn? They can't even get on special teams, bro. What the hell are we drafting guys for? What the hell are we even picking guys you're not gonna pick? It's wasted. At least trade them away so we can get something. They just wasting them. They just wasting. It's craziness.
Hold on. Okay, here it goes. It says Sports Live in the ATL said we should trade Sanat, Fowler, and Takk to the supermarket for snacks. Nah. you can get Takk for snacks.
Mm-hmm.
At least with Sanat, you ain't trading Fowler for one thing. Mm-hmm. Like I said, he's been your best defensive lineman outside of Grady Jarrett.
Man.
Second of all, Sanat has trade value because he's actually been on the field.
On the field. You know what I'm saying?
On the field. So you can put game tape on him.
He actually does something. We get something out of Sanat. So just shut the hell up with this Fowler. Like, the people need to shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. Just shut the fuck up when you're talking about Dante Fowler. You motherfuckers don't know what the fuck y'all be talking about. There's more to football than this damn sacks. That's all y'all motherfuckers care about is sacks. What about taking on blocks, taking on double teams, being chipped?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Creating one-on-ones for Grady Jarrett. Keep creating one-on-ones for guys like Takk, Charles Harris. Like, do you guys know anything about that? Do you know about, crashing down what he did? Again, he's done this several times during every single game. You see him make a play in the backfield, smacking guys like AP. It's more than football than just sacks, bro. It's more to the game than just that. And no, he's not a sack guy. But that doesn't mean he's trash. That just means you guys are just stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just stupid. If you think Dante Fowler is trash, you're stupid. Is he worth the contract that he signed? That is subjective. He wasn't brought in to be a sack guy. We had a sack guy, and the motherfucker ain't been off the injury list all damn season. He made two games. Takk was supposed to be the sack guy. The sack guy he's not playing. He was brought in to be a compliment to Grady Jarrett and Takk McKinley, and Grady Jarrett is doing his thing, but your boy Takk is invisible. Shit, he might as well put on that Harry Potter invisible cloak. Cause I ain't seen that motherfucker. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Seen her? Nope, I ain't seen her. Have you seen her?
Look what Triple G. Look what Triple G got right here. He said the cap hit on Fowler is not good. That's the other story nobody talks about.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. You people don't know what you're talking about. Like that's what I'm saying. I like seriously. If me saying that you don't know what you're talking about and you make suggestions to put the team in much worse predicaments than what they already are, then you just don't know what you're talking about. Educate yourself. Even if you trade somebody, shit, you still take a hit on the cap because you still owe them money. Yes, sir.
Remember, we paid Sam Baker for a long time.
3-4 years after that contract.
Exactly. We still paying Devontae Freeman. We still paying Devontae Freeman now.
Yeah. We forgot about that. We still paying Desmond Trufant. People forgot about that. We still paying 2 players. We pay like this. This is the stuff that I be talking about. These are the things that I'm talking about when we talking about trading Julio and Matt Ryan. You still have to play. The team is still obligated to pay these guys. They're getting paid by 2 teams right now. They're getting 2 paychecks. Every 2 weeks, those players are getting paychecks from 2 teams. The Atlanta Falcons, the Giants is Devontae, and Desmond Trufant is getting his check from the Lions and the Falcons. They still getting paid. You just don't get rid of these guys, the contract, because they're gone from the team. They just gone from the team. You still got to cut these. You still got to pay these guys. Like that's this is what I'll be talking about by educating yourself. Stop with these ridiculous suggestions just to get rid of guys. Like it's frustrating when people come up with these ideas and they don't look into what they're actually saying. You don't take time to think about what you're saying. These are contracts. Hell, some of y'all motherfuckers still owe damn Comcast $400-500 because you locked into a damn contract with Comcast. Some of y'all phone bills. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't get out of contract. You can't get out of contract.
This ain't Madden.
This ain't Madden, dog.
You can't get rid of everybody like you want to.
Right.
Now, like I said, the only way you can really get rid of contracts like that is depends on how it's structured. I mean,
right,
because you got a lot of players now that's getting all this money front up. So you stuck with them for like 3 or 4 years before that 5th year comes to where they are trade bait. But at the end of the day, you still gonna have to pay them. You just ain't gonna pay them as much as you would in the first contract. What'd you say, Mike? Matt Ryan's cap hit $79 million.
$79 million, $49 million in the 3rd year is 28 million, and then after that it goes down to $8 million. So he's here for at least 3 years, man. At the very least 2 years. Just depending on if you want to take that $28 million hit, it's possible that you can reconstruct his deal, whether that to make that 3rd year. To make that 3rd year of his contract a little less than $28 billion. But for the most part, the next 2 years, Matt Ryan is stuck here. $79 million dead cap hitting $50 million of dead cap, and that's just one person. Bro, get out of here. I ain't doing that because y'all just want a new quarterback, man. Please, I ain't taking that much money. Shit, I shop at Walmart. I don't shop at goddamn, Publix. What y'all mean?
Shit, I had to go to Publix and get my medicine, but I looked at that food cabinet, but they wanted $4 for a cup of damn food. I said, get the fuck out of here. Give my $1.25 cup a suit
Hey.
at Walmart. I'm fine.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I'm cheap with mine, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. So really, at the end of the day, and I can say Stephen Ramy said it like this: if you wanted to blame somebody, you blame Dimitrov.
Yes,
So,
he
them
put this.
contracts.
Yep, he put these guys in this position, and
Mhm.
now Rick McKay has to clean up his mess by not only, getting rid of certain people, creating a new plan, and bringing in a GM, and they kind of work together well to come up with a common goal. He brought, was it Webster? I believe he brought in to kind of assist him with general manager duties. I believe it's Webster to kind of help him with that. But he still has to hire another. He still has to hire another GM, a head coach, and like this man has created a cap situation. It's not like that. I'm not saying it's impossible for those guys to bring in free agents, and like again, it's not impossible to bring in free agents. To bring in free agents next year. That, like, don't let people lie to you. There are ways you can restructure contracts to create a salary to bring in a guy. If you like I said, if you wanted to bring in the defensive end, the defensive tackle, you could do that. You can restructure Jake Matthews, Deion Jones, Grady Jarrett, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones contract. Like, you can restructure these guys there to create cap room in order to bring in a new player. So don't let these guys lie to you, man. I mean, look at the damn Saints. I keep saying about the Saints. Every year they talk about these dudes ain't got no money, but somehow they go out and sign another free agent. It happens every year. They ain't never got no money, but somehow they always sign a free agent. You know what I'm saying? So it's not impossible. Jew, what's good, man?
Jew, what it do? What's happening, homie? Here you go. CJ Goat TV says we need to pick up Dontari Poe. Dallas are going to cut him. Do you really want to go down that road again?
Bro, we ain't got no money. All right. We shopping at Walmart. I keep telling y'all, we ain't got no money, dog. We shopping at Walmart and the dollar store and the Dollar General. That's where we at. I don't know why y'all keep thinking we got money. We ain't got no money, dog.
Shit, we ain't got Walmart money, boy. We got Dollar Tree money right now. Shit, give me that 99 cents.
99 cents.
Exactly. Nigga, we barely afford a stick of gum right now. But like I said, if you want to restructure these deals, that's why these teams be wanting these players to sign these long-term deals. Because even when you look at Mahomes' contract, you think it's $500 million, but bruh, they got clauses in that thing where they can cut him after 5 years and not lose a goddamn thing.
Yep.
So it's not guaranteed 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
What they say, your NFL contract is only guaranteed, like you're really guaranteed top dollar in your contract your first 3 years. Because the more years they add on that contract, that's the less cap hit they take. But the thing about it, these players don't really want to sign them long-term contracts because they know they stuck and them team options come in. So it's like it comes down to it. Because I done brought up Sports Track again. I looked at Dante Fowler's dead cap money. You're looking at $30 million.
Woo! Yeah. He's here. He's here.
His cap hit is $7 million. Yeah, he's here.
Oh, he's here, dog. Hey. No, we good. You got to bring in the guy that's willing to work with what we have.
Exactly.
At least for the time being.
Because you also have to look at it. You have to re-sign Foye Oluokun if you won't keep him.
Yeah. And he's coming up on his contract.
We have to keep number 54. We must keep him.
Absolutely. I don't. No, we good on that one.
Exactly.
Alice Mack trade Matthews. Hold up. What was that? Man, y'all. Look,
Okay, they said what?
Oh my God. Hold up.
Trade Matthews.
Yeah, trade Matthews, Mack and Matthews. Where is it?
That's a cap hit of about $20 million right there, just for trade.
Bro, like, come on, man. Like, what y'all understand? This is not
remember, remember that Matthews contract is fresh. It's still fresh. He signed that contract like a couple years ago. So you gonna lose a lot of money by trading him. That's why we said you got to blame Dimitrov on that. He gave these contracts. And before y'all say about the whole, he gave Matt Ryan the contract he gave him, you have to remember that quarterback position is not about the player. That's what the market called for.
That's the market.
You know why? You know why they gave him that $150 million contract? Because Garoppolo got 140, and he didn't get a guy. He ain't play a goddamn snap.
And you look at that contract
now. Because they would have waited a whole nother year to sign Matt Ryan, you'd be paying him $175 million.
Yeah. You're looking at a whole nother, that's a whole nother beast in itself. You would have waited to give Matt Ryan that contract. You're looking at a contract that's well over $40 million. You think Pat Mahomes' contract is something now? Like, if you would have waited to give Matt Ryan that money, man, you looking at a price tag over $40 million. That's like that right there was a bargain deal at the time. So that's why a lot of these teams were so quick to sign these quarterbacks to deals, is because they know the market continues to change. You want to get on that market as fast as possible. Pay your quarterback as fast as possible, because the longer that you wait to sign these quarterbacks, the price is just going to continue to go up.
Yeah, because you got him at about $29-30 million a year. Right now, Mahomes done set it to about $45 million a year.
Whew, bro.
Watson just got 39 a year.
Let me see what they got him.
And you think about the next wave of quarterbacks that got to get paid. Like, they might not get the fight. The only reason why Mahomes got the $500 million deal is because they signed him for 10 years.
Yeah. 10 years.
That's the only reason. So you gotta look into it a little bit deeper than just trade. Let's trade this player to make sure you, like I said, if you want to go grocery shopping, you gotta make sure you got some money. Because it's a bad sight to see when you doing your grocery shopping and realize you left your wallet at home. I've done it. That's embarrassing.
I've done it. Hey, man, that's not a good feeling. You look as crazy as a mug, man.
Yeah. And then, like I said, and like what you said right here about Dak, man, that Dallas quarterback situation is so bad. They're about to get paid.
Hey, man. They're in a position where they got to make a crucial decision, and it's going to be bad regardless. Because if they end up getting the number one pick, man, there's no way in hell you sign Dak. I'm sorry. There's no way in hell you sign Dak back. Especially, like, you got to, like, the number one pick, you got Trevor Lawrence there, America's team. You can picture the damn storyline behind that. Man, they're gonna label this guy the next damn Tom Brady, Joe Montana. That man ain't played a damn game, and they're gonna make sure that Dallas is always in the damn spotlight.
Exactly. Let's say, Fred Moore, what's going on, man? Appreciate you joining us for this one. Hear what J. Ross said right here. He said, trade Takk to the Titans. Why?
Yo. Yeah. Hey, man. I don't even know what to say to that, man.
So he could blow that defensive line up.
Hey, man.
Like I said, Tennessee is always going to be good defensively, no matter what.
Yeah,
I give Vic his credit. He's doing well in Tennessee, but like I said, that's what we to be kind of expected.
we tried to want them to say this like it wasn't necessarily Vic Beasley, man. It's all about that scheme. You got to put players in position to succeed, and they just don't do it. They just don't do it. This coaching staff has an agenda. They want to see their plan out, and they don't care which player, what their strength. They don't care about their strength. They're trying to put them in a position where they want to look good instead of making the players look good.
Hey, so what do you think about Faith and Falcon for Life said? You see what he said? He said the problem is nobody fears us.
That's it. That's why I keep saying Rex Ryan. Every time you bring that man like damn Freddy, not Freddy Krueger, but it's like damn Candyman. You say damn Rex Ryan name, them motherfuckers start running, bro. They scared of Rex Ryan. You just mention the guy's name and dude shit start shivering. Dude, no, I don't, no. Just mention Rex. Just say Rex and watch people's faces expression change. Just say Rex.
Hey, yeah, you remember on the show when we had Chris Draft and Keenan Foreman what they said about Dan Reeves?
Yeah, yes.
It's the same thing. Dan Reeves hit that room and you see him, you better be on point.
Yep.
Like I said, because right now we got a bunch of substitute teachers.
That's the problem.
Let's see. Listen, look at this one. He said Stephen Ramey ain't shit for this. He said Takk need to get traded to wherever Dan Quinn is at right now.
Hey man, I don't even know where the hell Dan Quinn at. So if I don't know where the hell he at, that's what Takk need to be. I don't know where the hell he at. And his ass does not deserve to be on the NFL roster. Hey, no way I've had on the NFL roster. That dude weak.
He said Dan Quinn gonna be coaching at Everest University. He said you working a 9 to 5 and you tired of your job. You're gonna be coaching at school.
Oh man.
But yeah, nobody
fears this. Nobody fears this team. And like I said, that's the problem, man. I don't care if you don't like Rex Ryan. I don't care if you don't like Don Martindale. You want the prissy pick. Everybody want the pretty pick. Everybody want Eric Bieniemy because he's pretty. He's popular. I don't give a dang about none of that crap. I want to be feared. I want people to be scared, afraid. When they play the Atlanta Falcons and they play our defense, know that you're going to get your behind punched in the mouth. Just know that. When they come to Atlanta, they play Atlanta, everybody know that they're gonna have a damn field day, and 9 times out of 10, they're gonna destroy this defense.
Go straight to American Deli, get some wings, and come back and play them. So you would think so somebody kind of like a Greg Williams type of coach would be good for this system. Would be definitely good for this team.
Well, I would
Like you
not.
said,
And go ahead.
like you
Look,
said,
I don't care.
it don't matter. Somebody need to put a foot in somebody's ass.
I need somebody. If Greg Williams gonna come here and cheat, I would much rather have him come here and cheat in order to change his coaching. We some straight up suckers. We some fucking suckers. This defense is absolutely worthless. It's worthless. So if Greg Williams to come here and create a cheating culture, but he got to pay people that put bounties on people, I would much rather have that than this soft ass defense. I'm dead. I'm so serious. This defense is soft. Cheat your ass off, please. At least I know you trying. Exactly. I don't even see this team. This defense don't. I'm not the team. The defense. I don't even see. Oftentimes, even before this, like I don't even think these guys care to make plays in cut situations. Motherfucker, hit somebody by the knees, punch somebody, spit on somebody, do something dirty. Okay, we haven't seen that out of nobody but Keanu Neal. We know Keanu Neal gonna knock your block off, but outside of him, we don't see nobody talking trash. They don't see nobody pushing nobody after the play. Everybody just they damn, what you call them damn them British soldiers. They just sitting there in the corner. They
British guards.
That's what they are. They just do like this, bro. That's what they is, man. Look, man, I just need them to do something. I need them guys to do something, man.
Exactly. I'm trying to look at the. Look at this one, Ultra Shadow 97. He said, I don't want Eric Bieniemy. He's not proven. Andy Reid is the one calling the plays in Kansas City.
Bro, how many times we said that? Mm-hmm. Been saying that. We've been saying that. We need proven guys. Matt Ryan is not going to respect a young offensive coordinator. Let's just be real. He's not going to respect him and Julio. Not going to respect a young offensive coordinator that just doesn't know what he's doing. Why should they? He's young. He's been in the game for a while, but we don't know. He's young as far as being a head coach. He's never been a head coach. So why will Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, anybody respect him?
Exactly. Let's see. What else we got right here? Let's see. Yep, and I agree with Falcon Hawk destroying. I agree with that. Blame Dan Quinn for creating complacency.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with him 100%. Mm-hmm. And like you said, all his coaches. All his coaches.
They're still seeing his vision out. Like that they're gonna make sure they continue with this cover 3 crap. They will not go away from it. We're still seeing it.
Let's see. But let me see. Because I'm looking at this Andy Reid coaching tree.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, he got some hit and misses on here. Hold on. Because NBC Sports, they ranked them. So you got John Harbaugh, Doug Peterson, Ron Rivera. Hold on. Brad Childress, Leslie Frazier. You got Todd Bowles, Pat Shermer, and Steve Spagnuolo.
Just throw Pat Shermer in the garbage. Put him in the trash can. Nowhere near this. That dude done failed everywhere he done been.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, we're gonna gonna end this, but you guys continue, man, to check us out tonight, 8 o'clock with the ATL in Sports Zone with your boy Big Low Country.
Oh,
Artist 404 and Miss
oh.
Maggie with Lush Exchange tonight. Also, you check out her channel on Lush Exchange. Adults, all right, got to be over 18 to get in on the conversation. If not, all right, don't tell your mama you watching some adult stuff and we told you nah. Do not go to that channel if you under 18. Do not. We talk about some real topics. Talk about some real topics that need to be talked about and people are afraid to speak on. And those girls are absolutely incredible. They are definitely funny, entertaining. So you guys check that out also. But again, man, check out ATL and Sports Zone. We are the nation, man. We are the nation.
The nation. Yeah. I was almost gonna say we are the nation of domination, but I had to stop myself. Yeah, I ain't trying to get no WWE copyright strike.
Right. That's where I was going, man. That's where I was going too. I had to catch myself.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm about to say Lush Exchange. I don't know if you remember that old lady sex talk show that used to come on back in the day.
Oh yeah.
That's basically what Lush Exchange is right now.
That's exactly what it is. That's what that's about.
So basically, if you got your lady with you, go ahead and check out Lush Exchange. And like I said, if you got your kids with you, you better put their asses to sleep.
Put them to sleep. This is not PG, okay? This is not PG. This is rated R. All right, rated R. So, man, continue to support your boys here at Atlanta Falcons Nation, man. Mad Mike Sports, Just K Styles. If you're a Georgia Tech fan, man, check out Just K Styles, man. He's gonna break it down, man. He's a huge Georgia Tech fan. But man, we truly appreciate it. You guys continue to support your boys here, and we out. Deuces.
What?